This is Nosey with Good Intentions, the podcast.
In every nook and cranny.
This is Michael
And Kirk, guiding your noses today.
Good evening, sir.
Good.
Lord, it look terrible.
Listen, I'm right there with you.
No, you look dapper, sir.
I tried to.
You look demure.
Demure. Do you know I did not understand the demure thing?
What you mean? You didn't get where it was coming from?
Why did?
It's on TikTok.
Here's the thing.
Yes,
I've said demure on here many a time through the years that we've been doing this.
Oh, we didn't go viral though.
But what I mean is, I'm like, it's not like it's a new word. Why? What about that? Like, I'm just like, what about that was so?
I don't know.
Crazy. I'm like, the gay's been said this.
The guy let me not be funny. The young lady, I think they're trans, right? The young lady who said it is trans, so she's of the community, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's under the rainbow.
Okay. Good for her.
Yeah.
Good for you, girl.
I had to find it. It took forever to find it because the bad thing is when people make those videos, everybody and their mama like stitches them, which is where you put them together, or they'll take the audio from it and do their own like lip sync to it.
Yeah.
And it takes forever to find the original. But I found it. So it's a trans woman. She's a heavyset woman. She has a terrible wig on, terrible makeup. But anyway, she's not very demure. But I guess the word choices made it funny. I don't know.
Yeah.
So what's our raptress quote for today?
So I've been feeling nostalgic lately, and
yes,
my raptresses aren't really doing anything. They haven't been doing anything for a while. No, I mean, no offense to them.
No, it's just
Megan released a new album, but
it came and went.
Well, I'm sure it's doing fine, but it's just like she's got that one. It's like with a Japanese guy.
I hate that song.
Well, anyway, like that like I'm a star. That part right there is being clipped for
it's all over
TikTok and stuff.
That's why.
But so it's not like people like the song.
It's like that one little dance for that part.
They just want the I'm a star. I'm a star.
Is that what she's saying?
That's it.
I thought she was saying some Japanese words. I didn't know what she was saying.
She does say a few.
Okay.
Oh. But then it's the part that seems to be clipped the most for videos is the I'm a star.
Yeah, they beat it to death and then revived it and beat it to death again.
Well, good old social media.
So that's your raptress quote?
No. No. So anyway, I've been feeling nostalgic, and randomly a recommended video, was, do you remember Bonnie McKee? Okay, so listen, let me take you back.
Yes, sir.
All right, you remember TRL?
Yeah, MTV, yeah. Total Request Live.
Remember, for the longest time, it was Carson Daly.
Yeah.
Right around the time that Carson was sort of moving on to other things.
He aged out.
Moving on to other things.
That nigga aged out.
And then they had like the three people that took his place.
Yeah.
Around that time, this writer, she had written a ton of songs that were on the top 10 of TRL for years. Her name was Bonnie McKee.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, for whatever reason, there was some songs, and she decided to just record them herself.
Okay.
Instead of selling them to these artists.
Oh, gotcha.
So anyway, one was called American Girl. And it's a catchy song, but I mean, it's of the time.
Right.
So anyway, it popped up, and I was like, God, I've not heard this song in forever. So I've listened to it for like 2 weeks now. But anyway, one of her lines, I was like, this perfectly sums up that era of pop music.
Okay.
It's 3 lines in her song, and I went, this is it. Okay. So it was, I was raised by a television. Oh, okay, every day is a competition. Okay. Put the key in my ignition. That's it. I said, that perfectly sums up that whole era.
Okay, I can roll with that.
Comment below if you agree.
Okay, I'm gonna fuck with it.
Yeah. Bonnie McKee.
Outstanding.
Oh, that's good for you, Bonnie. I don't know where she's at now. Yeah. I'm sure. Like, I think I think it didn't do all that well. Like I think that song did well, but I mean, I don't know.
But if you write for other people and they have hits, then you live off the residuals
pretty
for the rest
much.
of your life.
So I'm sure. I think she continued writing for other people after that. I don't know if she still does. I don't know. You know,
but she probably.
They don't really talk about that much anymore. Well, they used to say that on TRL.
What's up?
Like who wrote the stuff, and like we sort of knew some of the people behind the scenes.
That's how I used to be with rap albums. Like I would want to look at the booklet, see, like you said, who wrote it, who produced it, all that shit. Now I think you can find it on streaming platforms. Like if you really look for but it's not as easily accessible.
Yeah.
So now
I just assume they don't write it.
The singers or the rappers?
All of them.
Really? Well, somebody writes this shit.
I assume the person that I'm hearing probably isn't writing it.
Yeah, especially for singing songs.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair.
Rapping is a little different because I feel like that's
supposed to be the talent.
But apparently they're all ghostwriters.
Yeah, they definitely
ghostwriters.
They definitely have ghostwriters that exist.
Which, I mean, do you think?
I guess.
I mean, my thing is, like, especially at this point in music in general, you're having to pump out so much.
Because we consume it too fast.
You don't have... There's no way that you have enough life experiences to write this much music just about you.
That's why Drake and Kendrick and Cole, they don't put out well, yeah, except for Drake. Well, Drake puts out shit all the time, but Cole and Kendrick don't put out an album every year. They take a couple years, they live life, and then they put out an album. You got to do shit to have something to write about, or you should have to go do shit to have something to write about. That's why comedians, like a lot of comedians were kind of hating on Kevin Hart, but he has a writing team. But a lot of comedians don't do a special every year because they go live life first. Because you got to think, once you start working on your special, you got to like put it together, piece it together, and refine it to the one you film and put out.
Yeah.
So you might spend 6 months getting it just right.
Yeah.
So you're gonna make a special about 6 months of living.
Yeah.
So
sometimes it's a year.
Yeah. So that's how they do, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I don't
know how that works.
Well,
any of it.
It ain't as complicated as you think.
I'm sure it's not. I mean, part of it for me is I'm like, does it matter? I mean, Whitney Houston.
Well, she's the greatest singer of all time. But the singing, the voice is the talent, not the writing.
The voice. I mean, nobody cared that she never wrote a word.
Yeah, but when it comes to rapping, your pen is supposed to be your talent, not your voice. I feel like,
but if you have one of those voices that people want to listen to, but you're not a good writer, but you have somebody that's a great writer, but has a voice that nobody likes to hear, that'd be the perfect team.
Yeah, Quentin Miller was writing shit for Drake. Quentin Miller.
Love Drake.
Yeah, but if you listen to Quentin Miller's not cover because he made the song, but his reference track where he's reciting the words, it don't sound as good as it does when Drake is doing it.
Right.
And I get that, but it's still rapping is supposed to be your pen is supposed to be your talent. Supposed to be. Just saying.
Okay.
But in today's time,
with it.
Oh hell!
But I feel like Drake's a perfect. Jay-Z's a perfect example. Drake's a perfect example. Like at a certain point, like what are you writing about?
Well, Drake,
you don't have any problems in it. Like what I mean is you don't.
I get what you're saying. You're not really experiencing normal life.
So what are you going to write about?
Like Jay-Z's?
That's going to relate to me, Joe Public.
Well, Jay-Z's 444 was about his life at the time. It was about investments and buying art and adulthood shit. Like, I'm fucking 50. Like, I'm not in the streets and doing ignorant shit.
Did it do well?
Hell yeah. Or like Beyonce.
Did it do well because it was Jay-Z, or did it do well because
Jay-Z,
he also did a good job?
Probably both. But I
can't imagine people were like, "Ooh, real estate, yeah, writing." You know what I mean? Like
he was like, "Stop doing the money phone" and shit like that.
What's money phone?
When you have that giant stack of money, you hold it to the side of your head like the money's calling me. It's pretty cliche at this point, but yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, really quickly. Do you remember you told me you did like a Facebook post or something about like name the cliche lyrics? And one of them was What was I'm fighting demons?
Yeah.
Guess what's on Megan's new album?
I'm fighting demons.
I heard it and I went,
I told you.
I made Only Rewind it. I was like,
I told you. It's very overused.
I'm like, Girl, if you're still fighting demons at this point, what are these demons? Can you tell me about them?
They never elaborate.
Because there ain't no demons.
At least not money problems.
And that's not just her.
Right.
That's everybody.
It's because it's an overused phrase in rap.
Oh, overused. That was what it was. Overused phrase.
It is.
I forgot what the other one was, but we were listening to that song, and I was sort of half awake because we were going on a long trip, and I heard it, and I was like, "Shut up! Rewind that."
I told you. They beat that shit to death
with a bottle.
Yeah, so I was gonna say that.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I beat that
bitch with a bottle. I don't fight. I don't argue. I just beat that bitch with a bottle. I beat that bitch. Listen, it's the background that makes that whole thing.
Yeah, Ad-lib will make a song. That's what Jeezy did. Rick Ross, all that shit.
I don't know either of those people.
You don't know who Rick Ross is?
Oh.
Or Young Jeezy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't think of any of their songs though.
Young Jeezy.
I know these names.
I know you heard this song. My president is black. My Lambo's blue, and I could give a damn something. I forgot the rest of it, but you've never heard that song?
I don't think so.
It came out when Obama was running for president.
Oh God, I wouldn't remember that.
That's what, 2008?
Yeah.
Damn. I'm old. Anyway, ask me what the topic is for today, sir.
It's been on your mind lately. Most Tuesdays, we're back. Here we are.
I guess we could talk about, I don't even know how to phrase the question. I would say, what's your thoughts on body dysmorphia and when we reach new heights or lows? And
do you want me to specify?
Yeah. What's on your mind this week, Kirk?
Here's my one top. So this video popped up on my recommended.
What's on your mind?
And I watched it. I was like, ooh, I think this would be a fun topic to talk about. So the video was specifically talking about this young guy who started taking steroids. And then he was still not happy with his body. So he thought, well, I'll use steroids and get a boost, and then I'll be happy with my body. And he wasn't. Yeah. And so the person that sort of, I don't know what you call it, is that the cutting, snipping?
Oh, cutting is when you trim, you do exercise and eat.
No. The video.
Oh, yeah.
Is that splitting?
So he spliced it.
Splice?
No, stitched. It's stitched on TikTok.
Stitched, even though he's sitting in front of the video.
I don't know
the
what
video's
that's
playing
called,
in the background of the person that's about to talk.
Stitch is when it's you their video and then yours plays right after it, but it's all one video.
Whatever it's called when the person's sitting there and the video is playing behind them. Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever that's called. So the guy that's talking, he mentions very interestingly that your brain adapts, and that's why you're not satisfied, because your brain has adapted to a new normal. So I told Michael, I was like, we should, maybe talk about this in the vein of everything. And Michael had a really good idea of what we should talk about first. So what's been on your mind?
Specifically, I have been there as far as working out. Like when I got to my prime, quote unquote, of working out, I was floating around 185, and I was like, man, I've got resting abs, I'm plickety plow, but I want to be 200 and be bigger. Now I float around 195, but I'm not as cut, and I'm like, well, damn, I guess I gotta go back to 185. And so I end up to the point now where this is my new norm. I mean, I get a beer gut. It fluctuates a little bit depending on how much I drink over a month. But for the most part, I'm at 195. And I haven't really tried hard either. But I haven't gotten back to 185 either. And for some reason, I kind of got to accept it. You know what I mean? It is what it is at this point. Because I'm not willing to go back to 6 days a week of working out. Yeah. Because I have 3 kids now, not just one.
Do you think it would take 6 days to get 10 pounds down?
I think it would take a minimum of 4, and I was drinking then too, but it was more liquor than beer, and beer has more calories in it.
Does it?
I believe so. Yeah, because it has more like wheat and sugar.
I don't know. I was just saying.
Sugar and all that other shit that's not good for you. Yeah, because with beer they use wheat, which is carbs, or sugar, which is in turn carbs, and et cetera, et cetera. So Whereas then I was drinking more liquor, not beer. But I also have more financial responsibility, not just for kids, but just I can't buy a handle of Crown every paycheck. And I also didn't drink every day either. But anyway, I drank probably 4 days a week instead of 8 days a week. So, yes. But collectively, I mean, so it's my new norm now. I'm 195.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah. It doesn't bother me. I would like to be a little more cut up, so to speak.
Yeah, plickety plow.
Yeah, a little more plickety plow. So I don't know. So what? I mean, do you think you found your new norm?
Well, mine was a little darker.
Oh damn.
When I was watching that video, like afterwards, after I sent it to you, and I was sort of sitting there thinking about it, because I wasn't sure when we were going to record again. I was sort of thinking about like my ex relationship.
Okay.
You know, all the times where you just sort of accept like, oh, this is what we're doing now.
Okay. My mom's picking up my oldest. So she's like, let her know I'm outside. My bad. Even though she could text her.
You're good. You're good. It's it's much better to go through a messenger than to text directly.
Huh? I'm texting directly.
No.
Oh, her not texting directly, yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Would hate for her to text her granddaughter.
Yes. Why you
just on a regular day?
Yes, you both have cell phones.
Yeah.
But go ahead, I'm sorry. Mother.
But I thought about like,
okay.
Well, I thought about my weight too.
Okay.
I creeped up to over 300. And then I was just sort of like, well, I guess this is just me. I've always been big, oh well. And then I crept up to over 400. And I was like, I
mean, not being funny, 300 to 400 health-wise is bad. But if you're, not to be mean, if you're already fat, being fatter is not like...
It makes a big difference.
Yeah, but I'm saying...
For me and my body.
Yeah.
300... in the 300s, tiptoeing over to the 400s was I'm having actual trouble getting out of bed.
Oh damn! Okay.
But then I lost the weight.
Down
to your current weight.
What's wrong with 195?
I loved 195.
That's a great weight
for you. Shit on it.
I'm shorter than you.
Loved 195.
Uh-huh.
I'm not currently 195. I'm still defattening.
Whatever. You're probably 202.
No. Oh God, no. I'm probably 225.
That's not terrible though. You're like 6'7".
Well, on a Thursday
or a Tuesday.
But you know what you should have done?
What's that?
You should have made a group text with them.
Pretty much.
So, no, I'm probably like, I might even be like 235, 240.
No.
Yeah.
I got a scale downstairs if you want to check it out.
You'd be surprised. I don't want to know. I kind of don't want to know.
Oh, you've been running like a motherfucker every day. Ain't no way. But anyway.
Do you remember? Do you remember the Jello song?
Yeah. Watch it wiggle, see it jiggle. Kool-Aid, fruity,
245.
Jello for justice. Made the world so fun to be. Jello. That's how old we are.
That's me.
Whatever.
That's me and my current defattening.
I'm defattening. I just haven't really put in any effort. I lift. I don't really do as much.
I think as long as you're below 200 as a male, you're probably doing okay.
No. I have health issues like everybody else.
No, I meant... Well, like, for me, like, clothes. I had to buy new clothes.
You bought clothes?
Well, when I gained weight.
Oh.
I'm currently heading back down the hill again, defattening. But when I gained weight, I had to go get clothes. Wearing one of them now.
What's wrong with that?
This is one I bought to fit into.
I buy my shit from 5 and below. I got this shirt, the Star Wars shirt from 5 and below. It's a little small.
Oh, nice.
It's a little young.
I got this at Costco.
Oh, right. It's probably more than my shirt.
Well, it was 2 for $5.
Oh, well, fuck you. This is $6.
Eddie Bauer.
Fuck Eddie Bauer. I need cartoon characters on my shirts. No, that's all I've been doing. Graphic tees from Target, Wally World, and 5 and Below.
I may have to go back to that material. This
dry fit?
The dry fit material.
Oh, this is just regular cotton.
Yeah,
my ancestors helped make these shirts. Oh, I also went to 5 Below and got some more Funko Pops. Hey, yeah, they're only like $4 at 5 Below.
I know, but depending on how many you get,
I came home with like 5 of them.
Adds up quick.
It's $20.
I'm sure there was $20. That $20 could have found a better spot.
It's the great spot right there. But no. So, okay, what other things do you feel as though you found your new norm, so to speak?
Well, what I was going to say, relationship-wise, like, you know, you sort of get into that. Well, hopefully your relationship doesn't do this, but for a lot of people, your relationship sort of hits this slump, and you're like, after a little while, you're like, this is just what we're doing.
Yeah.
And so your brain, I never thought about it as a brain adjustment.
But I think we go into almost like cruise control.
I think that's a brain adjustment.
Yeah. But I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. I mean, do you have to have a bunch of variety in your life can the new norm be a good thing?
I think so. Like I think that there are positive things that can be a new normal. Mm-hmm. But I think there's complacency and satisfaction.
Okay.
And I think satisfaction...
I like that. Okay, Demure. Satisfaction, complacency. I can't even say the word. Complacency.
Complacency is... Well, it's not going to get any better.
Oh, you've almost accepted defeat.
Satisfaction is, you know what, I worked for this and I'm glad I did. I like this.
Okay.
I'm gonna maintain this.
That's how I feel about this room. I like this shit.
I did too.
I got to draw some more shit. I'm taking my...
Did you color some here?
No. It was always that way. But I'm going to add some more to it.
You were going to do that?
Months ago. We've been here a whole year.
I'm pretty sure you texted me that you were doing that today? Yesterday?
I was going to.
Yeah.
I start editing. But I would like to draw some more, yes.
You know, I thought about in the future, we should do like a board.
A board?
Like a trifold board.
You mean like a backdrop?
Well, board probably would be, whatever would be easiest to travel with. That we could just pop up and set up regardless of where we were.
We could do that.
But that would like be a background. So that way, if we ever go back to the 2-camera thing, then there's a background behind me and a background behind you that looks like we're in the same room.
You know I suggested that before, right? Something similar to that.
And I said we should do that.
You said no.
I did. I said we should do that. How do we make that happen?
That would be too much to travel with.
No, because you wanted like
that little man in here. Damn it!
I think you wanted something like
permanent.
No, I think it was pretty extravagant.
No,
like your idea was pretty like I'm like, what if we just did?
That just cost $50. If not, they might be cheaper than that. Then you get a online
but
code.
I wonder like, but would that cover? I'll tell you about it.
We'll figure it out
another way. Well, I was thinking about like, especially if like I found a permanent home.
Okay.
You know, you were in a temporary home and I was in a permanent home.
And
then I'm in a temporary home and you're in a permanent home.
I ain't going no fucking where. Goddamn mortgage plenty.
Yeah. But maybe if at the same time we're in a permanent home.
Yes. That'd be outstanding. But yeah, then what was it?
The new normal. Oh. Well, and I think too, like, I wonder...
These shits are good as hell.
By the way, can I just tell you, I had a really good burger last night.
Where from?
So it was this really expensive place, but the burger was only $16.
That's pretty expensive for a burger. Was it fast food or
no?
Five Guys?
No.
Their shit's about $15 too.
We had to have a reservation.
Damn.
Yeah.
For a burger?
Well,
or they just happened to have a burger.
It was a steakhouse.
Okay.
It was an old movie theater that had been transformed into
Oh, dinner and a movie at the same time.
No. I mean, there was like an old black and white movie just sort of playing, but there was no sound or anything.
Okay. So it's like a experience dining.
Yeah.
Go. Okay, you can't tell the name, right? You gotta tell you where you live. Okay.
Not currently. Well, it was a few cities over.
Okay.
But it's close.
So it's in Ohio.
South.
Okay.
Ohio.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So anyway,
the new name. And the burger.
Oh, well, I'll tell you about. We'll do updates later. So I think the brain thing, like, it sort of caught me off guard. Like, I was like, oh, I never thought of it as a actual, like, mental adjustment.
Okay.
You know, I just sort of thought like for me and my weight, I was just sort of like, well, I've always been big. I guess this is just it. Like I've been fighting. You know, I've been going to the gym. I've been doing all these things. Of course, I didn't realize how much I didn't know. Now I know how much I didn't know then. But at the time, I was just like, this just must be how my body is. Not trying to make an excuse. I just sort of gave up.
You accepted it, yeah.
I don't like the word accepted.
You accepted it.
I don't like accepted.
Yeah, because you chose.
I gave up.
Yeah, you accepted defeat.
Accepted is like, I got accepted to college. Look at me. Look at how.
I accepted my prison sentence.
I gave up and let them put me away.
Exactly. You accepted your prison sentence.
I gave up.
Yes.
I surrendered. Mm-hmm. Isn't that what Oprah did? Wasn't that what she said in her interview? I surrendered.
I don't know.
I'm going to be big. I had to surrender.
And then what she do? Trim spot, baby.
Then she got to do what? Then she bought Weight Watchers.
Is that what it was? She bought the whole company, didn't she?
Something like that.
Or
it was something weird.
Like majority owner or something?
Yeah.
She's stupid
She
rich.
sold it.
She did?
Yeah.
Okay. She got skinny and
she got a new one.
Oh,
I can't think of the name of it.
Is competing with Weight Watchers?
I don't know if it's like direct competition, but I mean, all the weight loss stuff is sort of in competition with each other. Okay. But I mean, I think there's all kind. I mean, let's honestly think about when we were kids, when we were younger, and something crazy happened on the news. We talked about it for months.
Yeah.
Maybe even a couple of years.
Yeah.
Now, something happens on TV, it might get a whole day.
Yeah, Cam Newton and had an interview with Dr. Bryant, and she schooled the shit out of him. I loved every minute of his stupid ass. He annoys the fuck out of me. Anyway, you know who Cam Newton is, right?
Wasn't he the quarterback?
For the Panthers, yeah. Okay, I was like, you got to know who Cam Newton is. This ginormous man. He's like 6'6", 6'7". Like, he's like the physical. He's basically LeBron as a quarterback. Okay. Niggas is ginormous.
Okay.
But anyway, he got schooled. And it was...
What did he get schooled about?
Creating broken homes. He's got like 8 kids. Among other things. But he kept trying to be cute and sarcastic and shit like that because it's his show and blah, blah, blah. She schooled the fuck out of him. She was very demure and handled it like a fucking champ. So, yeah, that was...
He has a show?
Well, a podcast.
Oh.
Is it called No, it's called Funky Fridays. Even the name is funky as hell, and not in a good way. Yeah. But yeah, that was buzzing for probably 48 hours, and that was it. Let that had happen.
Yes.
20 years ago.
Had that happened 5 years ago?
You think 5?
Maybe, but I would say yeah, 5.
Yeah.
Even maybe 10.
Because even the Drake and Kendrick, once the last song came out, we talked about that for maybe a week, and nobody gave a fuck. And then Drake just dropped some new music. Nobody even gives a fuck about the beef. Trump got shot.
I think it's because it was stupid.
Well, fair enough. Okay, Trump's attempted assassination attempt. I think I still said it wrong.
Well, that stopped because it was one of the people that wanted him elected. It was a supporter of his.
Yeah, but even then, how long? We ain't talking about it no more.
Well, but that's what stopped that. Specifically to that, a lot of people stopped the conversation because, come to find out, it was
one of his own supporters.
One of his own supporters.
Now, why the fuck did they do that?
Trying to make him a martyr. They were never going to try to kill him. That's why the other person died. You know, somebody actually died from that. But because it wasn't him, nobody talked about it. So here's this man. Like, here's the thing. Vote for whoever you want to. Biden, he's not even running for president anymore. He called the man's wife.
He called whose wife?
He called the man that died.
Oh.
He wasn't even there.
He's still president?
What I'm saying, but he's not running.
Oh, yeah.
He's not running. So it doesn't matter. Like, you know,
he doesn't benefit from it.
He had already stepped down. He was not, you know, and called the woman anyway. Like, whatever. I don't care if you think he's a nice person. I mean, I think sometimes people think, oh, I don't like you as a president. I don't think you were a good president. Therefore, you're a bad person. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't think those are the same thing.
No,
you can
be bad at something and be a good person. Yeah.
Here's what I tell people all the time. If you're out there and you're watching this, you can be a great mother and a terrible wife.
Yeah.
You can be a great wife and a terrible mother.
Yeah.
You can be a great sibling and a terrible child.
Yeah.
Those two things can be simultaneously true.
I can be a great employee and a shitty driver. I know it's a terrible analogy, but I mean, it's true.
As long as your job's not driving.
Yeah, pretty much.
If your job's driving, then you can't be a good employee and a bad driver.
This is true. But if I'm on time all the time, if I'm punctual and demure.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, but I mean, so anyway, whatever. But that one, I think that one maybe had a little assistance in ending because it wasn't like some radical
maniacal villain.
I want you to die so that
you can't be
my
president.
choice will be president and not you. Like it was his own person. You know what I mean? What I hated about that situation was as soon as they stopped, nobody talked about this man that actually died.
See, my thing is, and we ain't got to go too far into conspiracy, is I'm coming. In my opinion, I suspect. I thought.
Did you take your microphone with you?
I got it with me. I'm still talking.
Okay.
What?
It's got one on our porch.
That's Shamir. He was getting a backdrop holder.
Oh.
Yeah, I told him it was on the porch. I didn't know he was going to be here that fast. My bad. Yeah, I told him to get it. I'll take this part out.
There's a stranger in my house.
I told him to get it.
Tamia? Was that her name?
Yep.
Took a while to figure out.
Yes.
But anyway, but yeah, I mean, 10 years ago, we would have talked about that even though it ended up being something that people initially didn't think it was. Right. We'd have talked about that forever. Mm-hmm. Now, people don't care. But I think specific to the I think rap, like for whatever reason, Tupac and Biggie, that was a thing. Like I know white people that didn't even listen to rap.
It's like, what's going on?
That even were like, anything happened? You know what I mean?
What's the tea?
Anybody heard about Biggie?
Well, back then they would be like, what's the inside scoop?
Yeah. What's the 411?
Yes.
Do you remember Disney 411? Okay, anyway. But I mean, that would have been... But part of me thinks that's our brain. We've adjusted. That doesn't bother us anymore. So it's like, eh.
But I think everything is being consumed. I feel like time is even going faster.
I think that's because we're older.
You think so?
Yeah, apparently that's an age thing, I think. I've heard. That's what I've been told. By older people.
Like ourselves?
Well, so on that topic, so recently, two friends of mine from high school.
Yes, sir.
They're sisters. They reached out to me, and we ended up having dinner last night, which is where I got my burger.
Yes, sir.
And realized that we had not really seen each other in 23 years.
In real time.
That's
a long fucking time, my boy.
But it was. But we reconnected like it was nothing. Like as soon as we saw each other, it was as though no time had passed.
Yeah, one time I went up to when I went up for. I don't know if it was my grandma's funeral or when she first got sick. On the way down, we stopped at my mentor's. He was my mentor in the Navy.
Uh-huh.
I ain't seen his ass. I've been out the Navy since 2013, so I probably haven't seen him.
That's 11 years now.
Yeah, and I when I was working in DC, he was in DC as well. But even that, I started working as a civilian in DC probably 20. I might got the timeline fucked up, but either way, maybe 2015, 2016. So I haven't seen him since then. That's give or take 7, 8 years. Yeah. It wasn't weird. It was normal as fuck.
Yeah.
We was chopping it up. Talking to his wife.
I heard that
time.
the other day.
Yeah.
And it wasn't you that said it.
How did this net get here? Anyway. Yeah, having a good old time. So yeah, I don't know why, but unless like you fall out, you don't think that's normal?
Well, we were trying to figure out how our whirlwind time together ended.
Oh, okay.
And none of us have any recollection of it. And all we could figure out was the older sister. So she's a year older than me.
Okay.
And the younger sister is 2 years younger than me.
So you're in the middle.
So the oldest sister's senior year was my junior year. The younger sister was her freshman year. After that year, so the older sister graduated. We started hanging out that last semester, her senior spring semester.
Okay.
And we hung out that entire summer, and the only thing we could think of was she went off to college. And then school started back, and we just didn't hang out like that anymore.
Yeah.
And it was just sort of faded. She wasn't there. You know, the younger sister, you know, she had her own friends, and you know, I was starting my senior year, and you know, when you're first starting your senior year, there's a bunch of crap that happens in the beginning, and so I think it was just one of those where
life was life,
all of a sudden I'm graduating.
Yeah, and so on and so forth.
So anyway, that was sort of where we kind of figured out that might have been our reason for our time, that our timeline sort of phased out.
Y'all were reminiscing.
Yeah, it was good though.
That's cool.
It was good. I liked them.
Lord, my haircut. Ooh, I'm going in the morning. Don't be laughing at my hair, y'all. Your brain adjusts and you kind of just get used to, because you have to adapt to what you're going through at the time. I mean, not to beat a dead horse, Iraq. When you're there for a year, you just gotta kind of go with it. So you can't be like, I'm not having fun anymore. I want to go home.
This is my new normal.
Fuck yeah, for a whole year.
Desert.
Yeah, working by yourself all day or all night.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I was on third, like a damn idiot. Yeah, and you eat by yourself and you just gradually get used to it.
Eat by yourself. Drink by yourself.
I definitely was drinking over there. Don't tell nobody.
Well, I mean,
I think that's how life works, though.
I guess somebody had to.
What?
I mean, I guess somebody had to be available and ready to be like, they're coming.
Fuck yeah.
The British are coming.
Yes.
You were Paul Revere. You know, he had somebody else ride with him. There were two of them, and we always talk about Paul Revere, but there's like...
Two on one horse, or...
It was Paul Revere, and I can't think of the other man's name. I learned it
Clearly
recently.
He's not important.
Well, I learned about it recently, and I was like, oh, I thought he rode the whole thing by himself. And they're like, well, no, they do too, so if one of you
gets killed,
one of them could still probably make it.
Most people don't know Buzz Aldrin was with Neil Armstrong on the moon, but Neil is the one that was like, I did it first, and then I guess Buzz was like, me too.
Yeah,
I don't know if he even got out though, to be honest with you. To this day, I have no idea. I don't think we really landed on the moon, but that's not even a rabbit hole we're going down.
I simultaneously hope we actually did and that we didn't.
Why is that?
I hope it's both.
It can't be both.
I know, but
technically it could be both. Like they've staged that one, and then we went up there another time just to.
Yeah.
Because some people say, we ain't gonna go too deep, but some people say that we were rushing to get there to beat Russia, which is true.
Rushing against Russia.
Yes, rushing against Russia. And so allegedly we filmed one to just say we went, and then we actually did go like later.
Yeah.
I don't know how true any of that shit is.
I don't either.
Allegedly. But yeah.
I don't know.
I don't care that much either, but I don't even know what the fuck's up. There's nothing
what
up
makes
that I want to see.
Conspiracy theories fun.
What?
Is when you don't care. I don't
I'm not that invested,
care if it's real or not.
Yeah, I don't.
Which makes it fun to talk about. But I have met some people that are like, no, it's a lie, and the government is evil. And I'm like, oh, this isn't as fun to talk about.
No, because I don't care. I'm not that invested.
I don't care either.
It ain't that deep.
Here's the thing. Honestly, like just between me and you and camera one, camera uno, if the government killed me off, like, okay.
Not only that, if these conspiracies are true,
I'm like, sure.
Would your life be any different?
No, I'm not going to change anything.
Yes. I'm not an astronaut, so do I really care that much? No. I don't care.
I guess Buzz might.
I mean...
Is he still alive? I think he's still alive.
Fuck if I know.
I think he's still alive.
This is why I don't quite believe we've gone to the moon, is because we haven't gone back.
Well, the technology doesn't exist anymore.
We should have better technology.
I know.
So it should probably be easier to get there.
You would think. It's not, but that's fine.
Yeah.
But that sort of feeds into the
rocket
conspiracy.
boosters still exist, for the record.
Rocket Man.
That's Elton John, right? Rocket Man.
Yeah, but wasn't there a movie?
Yeah.
I mean,
it was a Rocketeer.
Oh, that's right.
Rocketeer had that gold helmet with the leather jacket.
You're right.
Yeah, that's a terrible movie.
Yeah. It's not a good song either.
Nah, it's not.
Sorry.
We're a mess today.
I love Elton John.
I don't think he's that great. But I don't really know his music either. I only know like 2 songs.
I mean, it's just fun.
He has a biography.
Candle in the Wind is probably his most popular, and that's because they played it for Princess Diana's funeral.
Now I look like you when I ask you about black shit.
Candle in the Wind. If you heard it, you would know. They played it for 15 years.
Well, he has a biopic on TV, on Roku TV.
I want people to call it a biopic.
I like that better. For those who want to judge.
But I know that people say biopic.
Yeah, it's a biopic. It's a biographical picture.
That's good.
So it's a biopic.
Oh, let me tell you about this burger. So it was this like highfalutin restaurant.
Okay, which
is fine.
What's a highfalutin? Like uppity?
Like, where they like
bougie?
Like my burger had grilled portobello
mushrooms
from the Southeast Asia mushrooms and Brussels sprouts that grew in the windy fields of Ireland. And I mean, it's like one of those places where they're like, our
the finest Cambodian breast
Happy
milk.
the heifer is our steak today, and she's provided the top notch of loin.
She accepted being eaten.
She gave up and surrendered her life for your meal tonight.
Right, like, no, bitch,
it was one of those kind of places where you're like, you can take it down a notch. I'm still here.
Yeah, I'm still going to get the food.
Yeah, I'm still going to
eat this shit.
Eat this burger.
Yes. It was that bougie. It was only $16. That's pretty good.
Well, so some of the other dishes were like $40.
Like the steaks?
Yes.
I like a good $40 steak. But
that's because you pay $100 for steak. Because you're nuts.
That's not a regular thing.
Because you're nuts.
But typically I will go to Wally World, get a nice big ass strip for $12 and throw it on the grill in the back. Yeah. But
anyway. By the way.
Yes, sir.
Mac and Cheese says, still waiting on that cookout that we were all going to have together that you mentioned about 3 years ago. I was supposed to.
He don't even listen.
He does. He started listening again. I did remember to say it. Just say it.
I mean, we got to figure out a day. We could do something within the next month.
We'll figure out
within the next month.
Off day.
It's like 3 weeks from now.
So don't say a month.
No, it could be a Saturday. I typically get off earlier on Saturdays.
Okay.
Yeah, I usually get off around like 2. Like this Saturday, I'll be off at 3:30. But typically I'm off around 2 or 3.
Okay. So mushrooms. Well, we'll go with the portobello mushrooms from the south of France.
Yes. The finest aged cheese.
I don't like whole mushrooms. Like I don't like to
the actual
bite into a burger
and it's like
and have
with the
burger and then have mushroom texture.
It can be a little slimy, yeah.
Well, but it's also like
spongy-ish,
it has a spongy. Yeah. So anyway, this one didn't.
That'd be a little bang on.
I was nervous. It was so good.
So they were grilled mushrooms.
They were grilled portobello mushrooms raised in the south of Ireland.
Oh, Ireland, excuse me.
Or whatever, south
of French Ireland.
You know how they do. They had the special of the night was a flank salmon.
I don't like restaurant salmon.
That was
my salmon's better.
The sister that got it said it was fine. She liked it. She ate it.
It's always standardized.
It was $38.
That's the other reason why I don't buy salmon from restaurants, because they overcharge the fuck out of you for salmon.
Actually, I think yours was in the 40s too.
I believe it.
Yeah,
salmon is expensive. Sometimes it's more expensive than the steak, which I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't either.
I can go to the grocery store.
I don't like salmon that much.
I do, but I just like to grill it.
I liked it that time that I had it at
your house
when I had a permanent home.
Yes, many years ago. Yeah.
That was very good.
Yeah, that was better. That type of salmon to me is better than restaurant salmon. Just me personally.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, it's usually just blackened salmon, or they put a bunch of bullshit on it and fuck the salmon up.
I think the other brain adjustment that's happened to me is I like for my food to have flavor.
That should be a life adjustment for all human beings. Yes.
Mostly the Caucasians.
Yes. White people, y'all be white people in boy.
My sister, bless her heart,
Yeah, like salt,
she's
pepper.
been trying to we've been trying to cook at home more as a unit.
Okay.
To save money. I mean, it's just, it's gotten crazy.
Yeah.
And so I'll go to help do something, and I'm in there with the salt, I'm in there with the pepper, I'm in there trying to find garlic powder, I got the onion powder in there, I'm putting all kinds of stuff in there.
She hitting it with salt, pepper,
and she's like, did you put anything in here? Yes I did.
Yes, it's necessary.
Yes, I did. You're welcome.
This is the new norm.
You're welcome. She's like, this is pretty good. And I was like, you're welcome.
I got a black boo. We do seasonings.
Well, I mean, she's got some seasonings in her
but
cabinet.
they have never been opened until you got there.
Some of them.
Exactly.
Haven't been opened.
Fuck you buying it for?
It's like,
why do white people have seasoning racks and seasoning cabinets and don't use it?
I think it's because
it's just pretty.
They know they need to.
It's decorative.
I think it's because they know they need it. They're just not sure what exactly to do with it. Like, I have it. What am I putting it in? Do I put it in everything? Do I put it in nothing?
But the other thing is, a lot of them are very decorative. They'll be like horizontal. You can see the names of the spices
with the expiration date of about 7 years ago on the back where you can't see.
Why y'all keep buying these shits and don't use them?
Yeah.
Why y'all keep doing it? Not you, but why white people do that?
I don't know.
Y'all will buy a seasoning rack.
I'll have to make you one of my pepperoni quesadillas.
Okay, I'm with it. That sounds pretty good.
Listen, it's doctored. It's got all kinds of shit.
The only seasoning y'all fuck with is pumpkin spice, and it's about that time.
Love.
It's September. It's about that pumpkin spice time.
I don't like coffee.
Y'all put that shit in. Y'all put it in beer. Sam Adams makes a pumpkin spice beer. Well, I'm just saying it's very white of y'all.
I will say we also got. Okay, so listen, our server was a little.
She was black or white?
White. She was happy to be there. Okay. She did a very good job, but she was a little dense. A little dense. A little dense.
She wasn't the sharpest crown in the box?
No.
Okay.
But I was so for whatever reason, she was like, there's not a dessert menu. It's where the server has memorized the dessert options and they recite it.
Seem fancier. I would just rather like to look at the menu.
Just give me a piece of paper.
Yes.
So anyway,
I need to see what this shit costs.
She's listing off the desserts and
she was on the back of her hand. She's like referring to it.
No, she's listing them off. And so the younger sister, she was like, well, is there like a popular one? And the server literally went, well, people like the pineapple, like kind of daled. And so the younger sister was like, well, do you have a favorite? And she was like, oh yeah, the white, boom, right, as quick as she could say it. Yes, white raspberry chocolate cheesecake.
That sounds good as fuck.
It was good.
Oh, you got one? Yeah, that shit sounds good.
So anyway, that's what we picked. Okay. She walks away, and I'm dying laughing.
Because she was dry.
And the younger sister looks at me, and I'm like, she could not have said that any funnier, in my opinion.
Because she was so dry with the pineapple.
Yeah, people like the pineapple.
Because she don't like
and
it.
And the sisters were like, I did hear her say that a little differently.
Yeah.
I was like, but she perked right up to tell us. So anyway, that's what we ended up getting was the white. So then she comes back and she says, "Did you guys decide?" And so the older sister says, "Yeah, I think we're going to go with your recommendation that your favorite." Mm-hmm. And she goes, "Great, okay. Well, if it's okay with you, I'm only going to bring you one, but I will bring 3 forks."
Well, only one.
Listen, so she walks away, and I'm dying laughing again. And the younger sister
Why'd you only bring out one?
Why are you laughing? And I said, that motherfucking cheesecake ought to be bigger than this table. She's going, I can only bring you one. They were like, I didn't even realize that's what she was saying.
Oh, Lord. They ain't paying no attention.
It came out. It was just a regular piece of cheese.
That little ass slice that they do. Why, is that supposed to be demure and elegant?
It was demure.
I hate them little ass slices.
It was a little bigger than the demure.
It wasn't 3 people big.
But she sat it down, and it took every fiber of my being
to laugh at her face.
To not laugh until she walked away.
Why should you only bring out one? Would it be small? Was it expensive?
Who knows? Well, and so where we were. So when we first sat down, she comes up and she goes, have any of you guys been here? And the only one of us that had been there was the older sister.
Is it a franchise?
No.
Oh, okay.
She lives in that town.
Okay.
So she had been there a couple of times. which is the reason that we were even going, because she was like, oh, it's really good. It'll be a good meetup halfway point, and, we'll just go there. The other sister lives across the country.
The fuck?
And so she was just there visiting. Oh, okay. And so the lady goes, and the older sister goes, yeah, I've been here before. And the other sister goes, I'm just visiting. And she's like, oh, from where? And she looked at me and I went, oh, same, just visiting. Because I didn't know what to say. And I didn't think she was, and I was like, I live an hour west of here. And she goes, oh, can I guess? This is the server. She goes, oh, can I guess? And I said, yes. And so she guesses, and I went, oh, that's an hour east of here.
Other direction, bitch.
That's how the meal started.
It's downhill from there.
That was our first interaction, and I had to go, oh, no, that's an hour east. I'm the other.
So you shit on her. Shit on her.
But I did.
Shit on her.
I wasn't trying to, but I didn't know what to say. I should have just been like, yes.
I mean, she wouldn't have known.
But I didn't. And I don't know why.
We've been friends too long, that's why.
I normally would have been like, you got it. First guess. I would have.
You ain't shit. You shit all over the water. No, bitch. The other direction.
No, I would have, I don't know. But previously I would have been like, yes. Absolutely right. No, but I couldn't.
Absolutely wrong.
I went, oh no, that's an hour east.
Did she look like her feelings hurt?
Yes.
Damn.
And she went, okay. And I said, I'm the other direction.
She accepted defeat.
Yeah. She surrendered and didn't guess anymore. She never guessed again.
She got one guess, you shit on her. She was like, that'll do, pig, that'll do.
She went, I'm out of guesses then, and I'm thinking,
there's a whole country out there.
There's another city
right next door.
The other direction that I know the name of it. I mean, it's not like, you know what I mean? If it would be like, I'm trying to think of like New York City.
Okay.
If you're in Manhattan,
okay,
and somebody goes, "Where are you from?" and I'm like, "Oh, I'm from a different borough."
Yeah.
I'm from the borough more toward the south, which I think is Queens. I think Queens is like a little more toward the water south. And I said, "Oh, I'm sort of from the south borough."
And they go, "Oh, Rochester."
And they go, "Oh, Bronx." And I'm like, "No, that's north. I'm in the."
Guess the other three to choose from. Yeah.
You've got two more options.
Right.
Pick one.
You hurt her feelings. You destroyed her feelings.
I'm sorry.
That's why she only got.
If you ever come across this episode, I'm sorry.
That's why she only gave you one slice of cheese.
She said, "I can only if it's okay with you." She was like, "If it's okay," and that's exactly how she phrased it.
What does that mean?
If it's okay with you, I'm only going to bring one. It's great to share. And I wanted to be like,
"This is not shareable. This
do
is
you see this big ass bitch right here?
This is one person cake slice."
I had one bite.
Was it amazing?
It was really good.
Made you want another one, didn't it?
No. I'm doing better.
No, I meant like because how good it was. And she brought you that little ass piece of cake.
Yeah. I had a bite.
I would have swung that shit off the table.
And then I told the sisters, because there was like a little square left, and I said, if she comes back, I'm so tempted to be like, could we have a box so full? Could we have a box?
You're a McAsshole. That's what it was. That's why she wasn't fucking with you.
Well, I didn't say that.
You wanted to.
I almost did.
I think it radiated from your body.
I almost did. I didn't. I was nice about it. I was just like, oh, no, that's east. West.
He was like, yo, bitch. No, not that way. Other way. She just gave up on all life. Oh, Lordy. So that's her norm.
Yeah.
Being ditzy and rude-ass customers.
I was very nice, though. She did a good job, though. It was sort of interesting because she did such a good job, but I think a lot of it, too, was we were catching up and just, like, laughs. And so it was sort of like, even if she would have done a bad job, I don't even think we would have noticed.
Was she the type of waitress that interrupts, like, a great moment?
Twice.
It's so hard. I've been a waiter before. It's really hard to gauge that. Because if you don't come back frequently enough.
Well, once. No, she was once. The other one was they had another person bring out some of the food.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm eating my burger, and she says a sentence, and I go, "Oh yeah," and I go to because I think she's going to walk away, and she talks again, and I have to like, Yeah. Okay, she keeps fucking talking. And I wanted to be like, thank you.
Ma'am, sir, I want to eat this food that you brought to me.
Shut the fuck up. Cold. I don't care.
You're horrible.
I mean, save your breath. Talk to somebody else.
Right, just come check, make sure drinks are full. You don't need anything and walk off.
It was just, she brought, okay, so the salmon was supposed to have, everything was fine with the salmon. The only thing that was missing is they were supposed to put pickled onions on it.
I told you I always put extra shit on salmon for no fucking reason.
It was supposed to be pickled onions. Anyway, I love pickled onions.
I like pickled red onions.
They were. Okay. They were those. Well, pickled, I think they're white. But
they make red onions.
But I think the pickling process turns them like pinky red. Like a deep pink red.
Okay.
I don't know if that's what you meant.
I've assumed that they were red onions that were pickled. Only because they are red.
Gotcha.
But I get what you're saying, yeah.
I might be wrong. Don't quote me on that one. But I think the pickling process is what takes them pink and makes them that like real rich pink.
Oh, like pig feet. Pickled pig feet is red. Those pickled eggs will be red or pinkish, whatever. Yeah. Okay, I got you. That's weird though, because vinegar, normal vinegar isn't pink. Maybe it's the breakdown of the chemicals and shit.
I have no idea. I don't think it's just vinegar. I think there's like a multiple ingredients to make it pickled.
Oh, okay, very cool. But what are pickled cucumbers?
Pickles.
I know I was fucking with you. No, I seen that on TikTok one time. They were like, "Oh, they got pickled such as that." Man, they should pickle. I wish they made pickled cucumbers. Like all the comments are like, "They're called pickles. They're called pickles. They're called pickles." You're like fucking idiot. But I can't tell if she was being like sarcastic or not. She seemed very dead ass serious.
Yeah, she probably was.
I think so too. We're not that smart.
She might make a video being like, "You guys, I was kidding."
You weren't kidding.
No, so she was trying to. She just kept talking about, can't believe they didn't put the pickle on. Shut the fuck up.
Just go get the onions.
You see us eat like I'm like this. Let the big bitch eat.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm 3 times the size of everybody else at this table.
You're just tall.
Go the fuck on.
You're just tall.
I can only bring you one cheesecake though. I don't know what I could not. I laughed about that on the way home. I could not stop laughing about it.
Only one.
If it's okay with you, I'm only going to bring you one. They're huge. And she was a heavier set girl, and I'm like, bitch,
this ain't no big ass slice of cheesecake.
Big girl recognizes big girl. You know you can eat this by your damn self.
Yeah. Even Cheesecake Factory's cheesecakes are actually pretty big.
Yeah. But I will say it was very rich.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I would have enjoyed eating the whole thing by myself.
Did it have the topping? The drizzled.
It's sort of hard to explain. So
or was it just
I'm
regular?
not really sure what made it was white chocolate raspberry. It was white chocolate raspberry truffle cheesecake.
That's too many fucking words.
So many words. Essentially,
there was no drizzle.
Cheesecake with like a white chocolate.
I don't like white chocolate
top, but it also had a chocolate top.
So the layers.
And then the raspberries were in the cheesecake.
Now that sounds good.
So that was kind of nice. I didn't like the seeds.
Oh, the texture, yeah.
But it was good. But it was very rich.
One bite only.
I just had one bite.
I'm sure that large slice of cheesecake was just overwhelming. I can't handle
anymore.
Yes. That's a hot mess. So what else is a new norm?
I think for me, I've been doing my 2 jobs.
Yeah.
And I think I'm finding a new norm. I've been running.
I see.
I've been enjoying the running.
Fuck that.
Some days there's been a day here, a day there where I'm running and I feel like, oh, I was a smoker.
Really?
Like every once in a while, I have. It's not long. It doesn't last long.
It's like soreness.
But there's no. It's. I just feel short of breath.
Really?
And it only happened It's happened 3 times maybe, but I think a lot of it was the heat.
Yes, hot as shit.
The humidity. I think I think it was more that.
It probably was.
Than, but also my lungs
but you trying to in at least 3 years. Probably 4.
It's not 4 yet.
Next year, before beginning of next year. Your birthday next year.
We're getting close, though.
Yeah.
We're probably 3.5 years at least.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Me and Omni are at 3.5 years.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. No, that's pretty cool too.
Actually, I don't know. We're not at 3.5 years yet. I'm at 3.5 years for sure since I quit smoking, and we're at like 3.25.
3.25.
Yeah, 3.25. 3.25.
Oh, okay. I think my new norm is working too much.
Work. Listen, let me tell you for real, because later on when you listen to this episode, maybe this will help you remember. Don't do too much.
Oh, it's just till the end of my life.
But
no, it's just to the end of the year.
I used to say the same thing.
No, because that's the only things that are coming up. So
there will be more.
Of course, but I mean, like,
you have 3 kids. There's always going to be something.
But there's 5 years in between each of them, so I can buy one car this year. Hopefully, I can buy another car in 5 years, and then another car in 5 years. So that'd be cool.
Any news on the truck?
Nah, trying to get rid of that bitch though.
CarMax.
We gonna see.
Okay.
Yeah, but I had to move some stuff for my mom, so I didn't rush to sell it right away.
Are you waiting for the next move and then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Smart.
So yeah, I'll get behind one payment and just roll with it. I mean, if I'm getting rid of it anyway, is it really gonna matter? I got the house. I don't need good credit. Hey, I'm just talking shit.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying. But yeah, that's the new norm. Working like hell.
All right. Well,
I don't hate it though.
Well, you like to keep busy.
I do.
But I think just be careful not to keep busy where the majority of your keep busy is stuff that you're not really enjoying.
Yeah, because that part sucks.
If you're doing some that you don't enjoy, fine.
Right, yeah.
As long as, it's
other
not the
work is-
majority.
yeah. We're gonna get it. I'm gonna slowly get the part-time to the full-time.
Wow.
And give myself 2 years.
Okay. Let me know if you need any help.
If it don't get to that point, fuck this shit.
Yeah. We can just hang out.
Yeah. Fuck this.
I do like doing this though.
Yeah.
It's good for my memory. Sometimes I feel like I'm just doing this for an excuse to hang out with you, and also for later I can be like, what the fuck did we do that year? What episode
Time
was that?
capsule. All right,
okay. All right, great. Oh, that's right. Oh, I forgot about that.
And we can do that then. We can just grill. Let's just grill next time. Hey.
You don't want to record anymore?
No, we can record. But I'm saying, if we don't, we could just grill.
Okay. Well, we need to get ahead.
That's not going to happen. Not till the end of this year. Just being honest.
Beyonce has a song, I think it's called End of Time.
Is it?
Seems more applicable.
I never heard that song.
Yeah. I'll be your baby. Promise not to let you go. Love you like crazy. Say you'll never let me go. Say you'll never let me go.
That. Yeah. Okay.
I was about to be like,
once you got to that part, I didn't know it was called.
I'm like, I know you've heard that.
Because it's got like that marching band sound to it. Yeah, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I love that song.
All right, you want to get the fuck out of here?
That's what we do best. If you're watching, hi, thanks for watching here on YouTube, Nosey with Good Intentions. Make sure you click that subscribe button. Make sure you like, comment, and click that notification bell so you're notified most Tuesdays.
Said the last two.
Mostly at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time when we release one. We're not going anywhere, so if we miss a week or two or three, we'll be back.
Pretty much.
Just wait for us.
We got you.
We've also got Instagram, Nosey with Good Intentions. We also have Snapchat, Nosey Good. No, Nosey Podcast?
Nosey Podcast.
Nosey Podcast.
Hey.
We also have TikTok, Nosey with Good Intentions. If you're listening, hi, thanks for listening. Make sure that you subscribe on whatever podcast interface you're using.
Hey. All in her face.
All the face.
All in her face.
All in her face. Make sure you rate and review us.
Yeah.
The highest number of stars, preferably.
Yes, sir.
We also have
TikTok.
Already said that one. Your favorite. Nosey Good.
That shit is trash. I don't even open that fucking app. Like, ever.
Well, you post this.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I have no joy when I open it. It's just stupid.
Okay.
It is.
I agree.
It's a terrible app.
I mean, honestly, most of them are.
I like iGrizzy.
Instagram's probably like if I was. That would probably be the one that I would be like, I'll keep this one.
Yeah, if I had to choose that one and and TikTok. I enjoy the
Facebook
comedy.
just drives me nuts.
Yeah, Facebook is very emotional.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Well, and it's like there's a lot of people where I'm like, I hate Facebook you.
Yeah.
But I like when I see you in person.
Real life, yeah.
But I hate Facebook you.
I unfollow people. I don't unfriend them, but I unfollow people.
Yeah.
If I see you like put your entire household business on Facebook, I unfollow you. I don't give a fuck.
Unfollow him.
Yeah.
Unfollow him wherever he may go.
Yeah, I had an emotional outburst, and then I was like, what the fuck am I doing? I deleted that shit immediately.
What did you have an emotional outburst?
I said, I am tired of being angry. I said, I was a little drunk though. I had a fucked up evening.
I text you.
Yeah.
You were like, no, I'm not going to be okay. I was like, well,
I was mad as fuck.
And you were like, thanks.
Because you didn't do it. I just was mad as fuck. And I went back and deleted that shit. I was like, what the fuck?
I'm so tired of being angry inside.
Because I be angry all the time. I tell people, I'm like, I'm Bruce Banner. I'm always angry. I am. I'm a grumpy old man. It wasn't as
if I didn't think you were genuinely angry,
yeah,
I was going to send you the Tyra meme. We were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you.
I was mad as shit. I don't know what something pissed me off super bad. I'll tell you about it when we get off camera.
All right. Well, thank you for watching, listening, and participating. Please comment. We love. And most importantly, we would love a good email. noseyWithGoodIntentions@gmail.com. Nosey. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for listening to our nosy nonsense.
See you next time.
Hey.